we'll talk about views. Okay. So we'll talk about views. Views is actually a part of a table, part of a table or tables. It can be even combination of many tables. Okay. Very simple triggers are, look here, select star from STU underscore details. No, I do have a big fat table which have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 columns. Now, I will be able to see all these 8 columns whenever I talk about the student details. But now imagine I do have a particular thing in my mind that I do not want to see all these things together. Uh, I just want the name, city, and marks of the students. Imagine I just want these 3 details. I can be very selective. I can be very selective. So when you want to view or see a selective set from a table, you will be creating a view. The syntax is this: create view, view name as, and then you give your select query. Of course, end it up with a semicolon. So, let's just create a view of your student details table. So I write create view. You can give any name. I'll just give a name called V1. Create V1 as I told you earlier, I don't want all these details. I just want name, age, sorry, name, city, and marks. I'll be happy with that. Okay. So I'll write select. Before that, let's work a select query over here. Select S underscore name, comma city, comma marks from STU details. Okay. So this is what I want. I want a sub table or a view which has only name, city, and marks. The easiest way to create a view table is first see whether your select query will work. If your select query will work, then your view will be perfect. Okay, I'll just copy my select query over here, paste it. That's it. Now I'm creating a view of that particular select query. A view has been now created. Now let's see the view. Select star from V1. This view will work exactly as a table. Select star from V1. I will be getting the name, city, and marks. All the mischief you do on your uh, student, sorry, on your select query, you can do it even in your view. That is one big advantage. Okay. Now look here, create view one. I have a view one. You can even write create or replace. I'll do a different view because let's have all those copies. Now look here, you can be doing all the modifications over here. Like you can give a condition, like from student details where you can be selective. Look here, you have all these marks, but imagine I'm just interested in those people greater than 70, where, so I can give a condition where marks, marks greater than 70. Okay, so I'm creating a different view. I'll copy it, I'll put it that side. Okay, a different view was created. Select star from V2. Okay, I don't have all the students. I went very selective. So, I have got a subset of a subset of my table. What I want, exactly what I want. I just wanted the name, city, and marks of all the students who've got greater than 70. I can again do modifications over here. I can order by S underscore name. I can arrange it by name. Okay. I create or replace the same view because or else I'll have too many views. Okay. Devika, Manu, Tina. So, this particular V2 view, it will always be ordered alphabetically. But, look at my table, it's jumbled up. I need to always give a select query to, undo this jumbling up. But in my view, things are very ordered. Things are very ordered. You can have selections. Want to delete a view, you can simply give drop view V1. Okay, that view was dropped. Now look here, you can even insert an update into a view.
View is
Now let's insert and delete. Okay, insert into V1 values, not V1. What do we have? We have V2, right? Insert into V2 values. Now look here, you have S name, so I'll give a value called an, comma, city, let's say EKM, comma, marks. To be on the safer side, I'll give 77. Now look here. You cannot insert into V2 values. But, just keep this error message in mind. I'll explain to you what happened. Let's take another table. Select star from class. I do have J over here. I'm creating a view. Create view V class. Okay. I wrote it V class so that, you get to understand the difference between the various views. V class as select I from class. Okay, a view was created. Select star from V class. Only my I things came in. Let me insert over here. Insert into V class values. It's a numeric value. Okay, I'll enter 66. One row is created. Select star from V class. Okay, I inserted a value 66. It did come into my view. Select star from class. Okay, it's there in my table, but look here, it went different. It came different. Now let's understand the difference. Here I was able to insert into my view. V class was a view. I was able to insert into my view. But come here. I tried inserting into my view, but I had an error. Now tell me, what is the error? They tell the error very clearly over here. In your student details, there is a table called SID. There's a table called SID, which we initially itself created as a primary key. You are trying to insert an EKM, a mark. You're just trying to insert a few values over here and a null value over here. Without inserting a value over here in your SID, you are trying to insert values over here, which will not hold, which the table will not allow you because, primary key is a compulsory key. It should have been there, but you are trying to insert things which are holding without an SID. So very simple, you will not be able to insert. But come here, this particular table, There is no primary key. You don't have a concept of a primary key. So I'm able to insert 66, and that 66 guy, it goes into my table 2. So this is actually an advantage of table. Even though you created a view, the table constraints will hold. It is an advantage of a table, but it is actually a disadvantage of a view. You cannot insert values into a view if you have a primary key holding in the table. See, I
Yeah,
deleted from
you
my
put
form.
the trigger on class, right?
Yeah. Trigger work,
Class.
no problem. But one row got deleted. Delete from v class where I is equal to 77. Let's see. Delete.
Can you show
Yeah,
original table?
we'll see that. First, let's see the view. Select star from v class. We did have 77. That should have gone. That should have gone. Yeah, perfect. That did go away. Select star from class. Yeah, 77. Let's check.
Yeah,
After
77 is gone.
1, you had 77. After 1, you had 77. After 1, you had 77. Yeah, that went away. We even had another table called new class. Actually, if you remember this new class, we did when we learned triggers to create backups. Whatever you were deleting, whatever you were updating, you were putting it into this new class. Okay, so imagine you are creating a view. I'll go for another view. Create V3. Select. You did not give each and everything. You can give select star from class. You can combine two tables. You can combine two tables. You remember your union all, select star from new class. Your joins, everything will work. Only thing is your select query should be perfect. Let's first work on a select query. Yeah, you got all the ij and even all the nij. But it is ij because this is the first table, so that name will come ij, and then you will have all that 30, 45, 10, 12. So all those things have come. Now what I'm planning to do is I'm planning to create a view which has all these together. The view has been created. Select star from V3. So you can combine more than one table. The only thing you have to check is check whether your select query is correct. If the select query is correct, any combination, you will be able to create a view.